There's something that happens when a dog switches. You can see it in their eyes. It's like they go somewhere else. It's rare, but when it happens, it's serious. And when we're talking about Rottweilers, a breed known for their loyalty, strength, and protective instincts, the idea of one turning on their owner is even harder to comprehend. But it does happen, and today we're going to break down exactly why. First, let's clear up what isn't a Rottweiler turning on their owner. A young dog being crazy, mouthing, jumping, and nipping? That's not turning. That's just a Rottweiler being a Rottweiler. A big, strong puppy with high energy and no impulse control yet. Another thing that isn't a Rottweiler turning on their owner? Dominance challenges. Some dogs push boundaries, especially during adolescence. They test their owners, they push back, they might even growl or act defiant. That's not a dog switching and going into full attack mode. It's a dog testing their rank in the home. But when a Rottweiler actually turns, when they sink their canines in with intent, when they go from obedience to aggression in a split second, that's a different conversation. And it only happens in a few specific situations. Redirected aggression. This is the most common way a Rottweiler turns on their owner. It happens when a dog is in such a heightened state of frustration or excitement that they lash out at the nearest thing, even if it's their own owner. This usually happens on a leash. The dog sees something, another dog, a person, something that sets them off, but they're being physically restrained. They get so worked up that they whip around and bite the leash holder. They weren't thinking about biting their owner, but they were in such an amped up state that it just happened. This is why leash handling is so critical, especially with powerful breeds like Rottweilers. They have drive, they have instincts, and when those instincts get triggered, their bodies act before their brains catch up. The way to prevent this? Teach impulse control, structured walks, desensitization to triggers. If your Rottweiler is losing their mind at something outside, they're already at a 10. Your job is to keep them at a 5 or below. Mental illness. This one is rare, but it happens. Just like humans, some dogs suffer from neurological disorders, schizophrenia, extreme anxiety, genetic disorders that affect impulse control. It's not common, but when it happens, it's terrifying. A mentally unstable Rottweiler might seem fine one moment and then, without any warning, snap into a different state. The eyes go somewhere else. The body stiffens. They react to a threat that doesn't exist. I've seen this happen once with a different breed, but the principle applies to Rottweilers too. A woman brought me a dog that seemed perfectly fine at first. We were sitting, talking, and suddenly, with no external trigger, the dog lunged. Not a warning growl, not a build-up, just an immediate, full-blown attack mode. That dog wasn't in control of itself, and it wasn't a training issue. It was something in its brain. If you ever suspect your Rottweiler is reacting to things that aren't there, if they suddenly become aggressive for no reason, it's time for a vet visit immediately, because that's not normal behavior, and it's not something training alone can fix. Pain or injury. This is another major reason a Rottweiler might turn on their owner. And I'm not talking about a dog being grumpy because they don't feel well. I'm talking about a dog feeling like they have to defend themselves. Imagine you have a severe tooth infection, and every time someone touches your face, pain shoots through your skull. Now, imagine you don't have words to say. Stop, that hurts. What do? You snap, you push people away, you react defensively. Dogs do the same thing. Ear infections, arthritis, spinal injuries, dental problems. These can all cause sudden aggression in a Rottweiler. If your dog, who has never shown aggression, suddenly growls, snaps, or bites when you touch a certain spot, get them checked by a vet. Pain can turn even the gentlest dog into a fighter, not because they want to hurt you, but because they're trying to protect themselves. Can you prevent a Rottweiler from turning on you? Most of the time, yes. Redirected aggression, manage excitement, and teach impulse control. Mental instability? Hard to predict, but responsible breeding and early intervention can help. Pain aggression? Regular vet checks and paying attention to physical signs. Rottweilers are strong, powerful dogs, but they're also some of the most loyal and loving companions you can have. When they turn, it's not out of nowhere. There's always a reason. understanding that reason and addressing it before it escalates is the key to keeping your bond strong and your dog stable. Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen a situation where a Rottweiler turned on their owner, and if you've got thoughts on what might have caused it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.